So I know that by this time a lot of persons must have had some form of feelings for somebody in their past or currently. And in most cases I know that these persons that they are physically attracted to is attractive. But to be physically attractive goes a longer way than to be desired by someone to be in a relationship with. So I've dedicated this video to give you some of the perks that comes with being attractive.
September we met, I could tell by your smile.
So based on the starter from this video, you already know what the video will be about. And before people take offense to this topic that I'll be discussing, take this as a disclaimer. I do not believe that everyone has the same amount of beauty or the same level of attractiveness, nor will everyone be accepted and be desired the same amount in society. Also, people have been made in their own unique way, so you might just be very attractive, while somebody else out there has a different type of talent in something else or be skillful at something else in life. So that being said, please remember to like, subscribe and turn on your post notification bell, and don't forget to share the video. So let's get into the video. So the first perk on this list is that attractive people are more likely to be associated with being intelligent. Researchers at the University of New Mexico found some evidence that there actually might be a link between body symmetry and intelligence. So aside from the fact that some scientists actually believe that physical symmetry is linked to intelligence, being the fact that the blueprint of the DNA of a human structure actually can be defined as the organism's level of intelligence. So to be frank, what do I mean by this? It means that the organism has enough intelligence for their DNA to fight off certain things that could possibly mutate or deform the symmetry of that person's body. I'm talking about things like toxins, genetic mutations, parasites, and other things that could possibly mutate the body symmetry. But there is no concrete evidence to prove that this is actually real. The second perk of being attractive on this list is companies with more attractive CEOs tend to earn more revenue than companies with less attractive CEOs. A study out of the University of Wisconsin showed that S&P 500 companies who have more attractive CEOs tend to earn more money over time than companies with less attractive CEOs, being the fact that anytime a CEO goes on a public interview or on live television, the more attractive CEO will earn more revenue based on that interview where their faces are actually showing than when they do an interview and it's posted in a magazine or just on some newspaper. So this is a perfect strategy for some CEOs like Elon Musk. He has no form of advertisement for his Tesla electric car company and SpaceX, but at the same time, his business is very successful because of the type of person he is and the fact that he is considered attractive. The third perk of being attractive on this list is not one of my favorites. It's the fact that persons who are considered more attractive can get job positions or promotions or even get a job easier than persons who are less attractive. This is something that normally happens in the work industry, whether the person who is interviewing the person knows or they are not aware of them doing this. There's actually a term for this in the real world, and it's called lookism. So lookism is a prejudice or discrimination against someone's physical appearance. So researchers have found that whether or not the persons have higher qualifications or lower qualifications, the persons with better physical attractions or physical attributes would be considered to get the job or even get the job over persons with a higher qualification on their resume just because the fact that they are less attractive. But another research has been done in the 1970s that shows that women, no matter how beautiful they were not given managerial positions because of the fact that males are considered to be more disciplined at a higher hierarchy. So this form of bias has even found its way into the political segment. Studies have shown that even politics has been affected by this type of thinking. If two politicians were to run for the same seat, with them doing the equal amount of work for the community and for the people within that community, chances are the one who looks better will be the person who wins, or will have a higher potential of winning. So according to a research done by Finnish study, it shows that politicians with a better facial structure and more attractiveness than regular persons who are in politics will have an increased amount of efforts in winning. An increase by how much, you ask? An increase by 20% at the poll of which the person is running from. The fifth benefit of being attractive on this list is that people will assume that attractive persons are happier in life. A study done on college students in 1972 has shown signs that people actually believe that people who are more attractive are leading better lives and are more successful, which is not always the case. I mean, just take a look at Whitney Houston. But anyways, not to stray from the topic. People even went as far as saying that more attractive persons would look like a better spouse and their marriages would seem to last longer and they would be more successful in the long run. But as stated before, you can never actually tell what persons are actually about based on their looks. The sixth point on this list is that attractive people are in higher demand for relationships. While there is nothing wrong with this, and it's only natural for us human beings to find attraction in anything that is alluring or is romantic or looks good. But who actually knew that having one standout physical characteristics that is found beautiful to the world can make you have multiple girls or be wanted by a lot of guys? For the women, that is. I mean, simple things like smooth silky skin, beautiful eyes, a nice smile, or just perfect teeth can have you swooping up a lot of people on the market. And in most cases, people who are successful would more likely to go for these type of persons, especially the women. Another benefit of being attractive that I will add to this list is that people tend to trust attractive people more easily than people who are less attractive. I mean, it's like only second nature. If someone looks like a thief or looks kinda scary, you associate them with scary things. But if a girl comes in the room, sweeps the room with her looks like Cinderella, you would only feel natural to trust her. So this is where charm comes in. So charm is basically a variant of being attractive. You have such a beautiful look, and then you have charming habits or attributes. But based on the stories that we've all come to know, like Delilah and Samson, we know not to trust pretty faces, or at least not all pretty faces, because it might just be the end of you or your career. Another point on this list to show that it actually benefits you to be attractive is that attractive people hardly get no for an answer. I mean, they just go into the room or go into the situation and flash a smile or just work their charm, and they more than likely get their way. This happens because other persons will find them very attractive and can't really say no to such a face, or they aim to please them or just aim to get some form of gratification from this person. Another reason why persons don't tell attractive people no is because that they seek compliments from these persons. So a lot of person will feel better if a person who actually looks good tell them that yes, they actually look good just the same, even if that's not the truth. I mean, imagine somebody as beautiful as so and so actually likes you for who you are. And my final point on this list is attractive people gets a lot of sex. It is undoubtedly the truth that the better you look, the easier it is for you to actually have sex. And in a day and age like this, where everyone is using this term, sex sells, that is only a stronger structure behind what I am actually saying, to further show you that this is actually true. I know that if not all, most women would prefer a man with a six-pack, a nice sculpted body, and a man who is always neatly dressed. And the same goes for the men in society. Most men would prefer a curvaceous woman with alluring eyes and a nice gluteus maximus. So I'd like to conclude my video by saying that Everyone is beautiful and unique in their own way, but physical attraction is undeniably a relevant thing in society from ever since until now and further on into the future. So just do your best to look good and stay on your game. So as usual, thanks for watching. This was Concept of the Mind. And for more videos like this, please remember to click the subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, and check out some other videos in the meantime. And feel free to leave a comment about this video.